Yes, Rasta. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Delvin Sadler here. Medea. Yeah, man, Medea. Welcome to another episode of Unscripted. Anything Goes. Yeah, man, another episode of Unscripted. Anything Goes. Delvin, I love you. Yeah, Delvin, I love you. The beautiful, the lovely, Sia Jammy, Delvin, Medea, girl, I love you. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. Yo, it's just past 7 o'clock. To my brother Kirk, welcome, my brother. I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. We've got a beautiful topic for you, Reloaded. Yeah, man, the internet cut out on me a few nights ago when I was doing this topic. Hence, yeah, man, the internet is now fixed. Now, fully loaded, reloaded. Signs that you could be falling out of love. Yes, Rasta. Signs you could be falling out of love. Yes, Delvin. Medea. Yeah, man. Signs you could be falling out of love. Straight up. Yeah, man. Medea. Yeah, man. See a Jabby, big up yourself. The lovely, the beautiful Rorica. Atkinson. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My brother, Earl. Hey, yeah, man. I love you, my brother. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. I love you, my brother. You know, see it? You see it there? Yo, the stars are shining bright. The beautiful, the lovely Esmeline. Beautiful Esmeline. Delvin, love you. Sweet Esmeline. Yeah, man, straight up. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. The trust are gone. That's what my brother Kirk says. Yeah, man, you're falling out of love. The trust is gone. Yeah, man, straight up. Cheryl Gale. Cheryl Gale. Oh, I love you, sweet Cheryl Gale. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Cheryl Gale. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. And you know what, people? As you know from listening to my picks in the World Cup, I have the final set. I call it. And I call it right from the start. So my two picks are in the finals. France is my choice to win the World Cup. But I also called, what the team name? Croatia, to be in the finals as well. I called it. And as you can see, I have an England shirt here on. It's an England shirt. I've got it on for a reason. To let you know that even though you guys lost today, my heart is with you people. For all of you that is supporting England, my heart is supporting you. Because I can sense there's great pain in the fact that England is not progressing in the World Cup final, to the finals. Many people in England is actually mourning the loss of England. But my heart supports you. Yeah, England, yeah. I called it that you were going to lose. But I know the pain that was going to be caused by your exiting the World Cup. So for all you people who are mourning, the shirt says, England, because I'm supporting your hearts and build back your hearts. Yeah, I love you. I love you guys. Big up yourself, my brother Vibe. Welcome. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. I love you, my brother. There you go. Bishop Charles Richards. Yeah, man. That is my bishop there. Yeah, man. Bishop Charles Richards. Yeah, man. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man. I'm a brother that for real. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Donna Marie. The lovely Donna Marie. Yeah, the informative Donna Marie. Delvin, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Straight up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm in pain. Yeah, man, I know. Yeah, England, me say. Yeah, everybody say England. My friends are saying England. I've always said France, and I still continue to say France. However, yeah, man, and I knew Croatia would have beat them because tactically the Croatians were very good midfielders, you know. So I knew that the midfield of Croatia and the dominance players, that world class players that they have, would beat the youth of England. England, you know, they'll be ready in another 4 years. In another 4 years, I think they will make it to the finals. Once they find some good technical players that can play in the midfield to counteract good, talented midfielders from the world. Yeah, but for this one, they were not ready yet. You know, I know they would have made noise, but they would be put out of their misery by this team. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, they would expose their, their weakness. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, man. Is love something that you? Is love something that you fall in and out of? You know what? Yeah, yeah, it is something that is supposed to always become of you and remain in you. However, in relationship, yeah, we're talking from a spousal point of view here. Um, yeah, I should have added with your spouse at the end of this, but I think most people would have understood that anyways. But with your spouse, you know, there's triggers that will tell you that it could be possible that your love is actually not at the level it's supposed to be. You're actually, you're losing focus within your relationship. And because of that lack of focus, yeah, all the signs that are there to tell you that you are losing focus. And eventually, if that focus on these things that are happening to you, if your focus is not to deal with them and to delve deep within them and to correct them immediately, you're heading for a divorce. Yeah. So those are the things that we're going to be talking about tonight, Pastor. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Those are the things that we're going to talk about. Yeah. So, you can now identify certain triggers that are happening to you. And as a result of those triggers, yeah, it might seem normal. Yeah, it might seem normal. But really and truly, yeah, something is occupying the space that love should have been in all the time. And because something becomes the occupant of that space, yeah, that's and those are trigger that your love is actually diminishing. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, my brother Frank. Yeah, man, thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Yeah, Angela Galloway, thanks for joining. The beautiful, the lovely Lorna Simpson. I love you, my girl. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Yeah, man, straight up. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bless up. Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, girl. You know you're going to have to sing one day for the people, them. You know what? You're going to have to come in and, perform for the people, them one day. Yeah, you're going to have to give me a schedule of time and date that you can, so that I can actually blast it out on the internet so we fill up the room and have people come in and hear you perform for them. Yeah, this is not a normal talent, people, Lorna Simpson. This is world-class talent, and she's my friend. Yeah, so one day I'm going to invite her to actually perform for all of you. Yeah, let you see world-class talent. Yeah, world-class. What I mean world-class, Yeah, she not normal. Yeah, she not normal. Yeah, man. She was on the X Factor. Yeah, and she made it to the top 10. Yeah. Yeah, man, world-class talent. She's not joke. Yeah, not joke. And she actually won the Tasties competition in Jamaica. She was a winner of that talent competition. Yeah, world-class talent. Yeah, man, the lovely Lorna Simpson. Yeah, man, I love her. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, Donna Marie, how you saying, girl? Yeah, man, straight up. So we're going to go into that lecture very shortly. So whenever there is any doubt in your relationship, yeah, there is a third party. Find the third party and there will be peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is one of the factors as well. That is one of them. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Yeah, man. You find your eyes wandering and when it wanders, it sticks. It sticks. Yeah, if it sticks, then clearly, yeah, that is sign that, yeah, something else is actually occupying the space that belongs to somebody else, and it could be a cause that cause your fading love from the person that you truly love. Yeah, man, sure. One day soon. Yeah, yeah, man, one day soon I will do that. Yeah, man, straight up, my girl, straight up. Yeah, man, I really look forward to it. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you did back in 2010. Yeah. Back in 2010. Yeah. Yeah, 2010. Yeah, that was when you won what, the Taste competition, or the X Factor. I think the X Factor was about 5 years ago. You were on the X Factor, and I think 2010 you won the Tasties. Yeah, man, true. I saw her on there. Oh, Trika, you saw her. All right, yeah, man, you saw her on there. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, she's not a normal talent, you know, not a normal talent. Very, very good vocalist. Believe you me. Yeah, believe you me. Yeah, man, I saw her on your show. Oh, you saw her on my show. All right. Yeah, man, no problem. Peter Murphy, my brother, thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. So one day, Lorna Simpson is gonna come and perform for you guys, you know? Yeah, one day what Lorna Simpson is gonna come and perform for you guys. Yeah, man, straight up, girl. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, I love you, girl. Yeah, man. Howard McPherson, my brother, thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I've spoken to some other artists as well. You know, they're gonna eventually come and perform for you guys too. You know, this is not a performance thing, but more time you want to change the format a bit and, you know, entertain the people them somewhat. You know, and you know, people are actually coming in here. Actually, as a matter of fact, you know, you'll be surprised. There's some entertainers that watches the show. Yeah, some entertainers that watches this show and send me their what they call now rebuttals privately. Yeah, send me their rebuttals privately, and I told them that I'm gonna actually have them come on and perform. You know what I mean? They don't want their views to be known publicly, so privately they sent it to me. You know what I mean? And I appreciate them doing that straight up, because we've got something here, and quite a few people see something good in this show. Yeah, quite a few people, and I've seen something good in the show. That is why I keep doing it, because I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we get the forum to actually speak freely and openly. You know, freely and openly about every and anything. You know, Delvin already. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, she is very talented. Yeah, man. She is very talented. Yeah, man. Well, your show is a great show for the people. Yeah, man. It's for the people. You know. You're right about that, girl. It's for the people, like, you know, and anybody can come on. Yeah, I don't limit it to, you know, to people that I don't limit it to just a certain set of people. It's open to everybody. Whether you feel that, you know, you want to talk about this topic or that topic or that topic, yeah, man, you're freely welcome to do that. If you want to come on and, you know, disagree with Delvin, that's fine. I am willing to learn. I am willing to learn something straight up. So yeah, man, yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, Sylvester Hughes, my cousin. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. I love you, my brother. So listen, signs that you could be falling, signs that you could be falling out of love with your spouse. Yeah, and this is coming from the insider.com. So check them out at the insider.com. Yeah, this is where I got this information from. Yeah, I like the way they put it here, you know? So, yeah, sometimes you may not even realize you're drifting apart. Sometimes you don't even realize you're drifting apart from your spouse, your wife, your husband. You don't even realize that. Yeah, straight out. You know, deciding to leave a relationship or not is a tough decision. It's a very tough decision for most people. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether you're going through a rough patch or if you're falling out of love entirely. Yeah, sometimes you don't decide, you know, straight up. Something is just not right. But you live within the motions of things, what life is What is being given to you is what you work with. Yeah, the spark is not there. The zeal and the zealous is not there. The sex is not the same as one time. Yeah, the romance is not the same. You guys don't go out like you used to. Yeah, you don't tell each other that you love each other like you do to. You come home, you don't even give each other a hug. Everybody wants to do, you know, me. Yeah, everybody wants to do me. Straight up. So something is wrong within the relationship. Yeah, man. Luckily, there's a few ways that you can tell. Yeah, if things are actually falling out of line. And once you can actually look at these things, then you can now identify that, you know what, with your own self, yeah, something is just not right. Yeah, man, something is just not right. And if it is not right, then I need to correct it. And these are some of the things that you can actually look at. And once you identify them, try your best, people. I'm telling you this. If you want your relationship to actually survive, try your best to actually deal with it right away so that you can have longevity within your relationship. Other than that, if you just let it go, you or your spouse could be affected by the non-actions of those things. And as a result of it, a divorce could be possible, or a split, or even losing someone that you care for and love. Yeah, man. Let's see what Peter has to say. Delvin, whatever you do, please don't get L.A. Lewis. You're sure? Yeah. No, I don't bring those people on the show. No. No, not that I don't. Yeah, I don't know the man. You know what I mean? He and I, we haven't had dialogue or anything, so I'm not gonna pass judgment. But based upon the stuff that I see, input on the internet, this show is a show of telling the truth. We don't tell lies here. And a lot of the things on it are heresies or made up facts, lies. And we don't do that here. We're straight shooters here. We tell the truth. Yeah, man. Hello. Yeah, man. Beautiful, Valin. Yeah, man. Beautiful. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. All the people here, Valin, love you too. Yeah, man. Straight up. We love you all. Straight up. Yeah, man. So, there's imperfection. Yeah. There's your imperfection starts and it stands out. So you realize that there's imperfection. You start picking on things that are just not worth picking on. The small stuff now becomes a bother. Yeah, it just plain and bold to you now. Before, it didn't even exist. But now you start to be pushy, picky, and the little things that don't matters. Yeah, so being in love with someone means you love all of their quirks, all the good things and the little tiny little things that are annoying. Yeah, you like them. You like the person for that. In fact, a study found that small quirks can actually make a person fall deeper in love than the physical attributes. All of a sudden you start to notice, oh, you put on 10 pounds. Yeah, you put on 10 pounds. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, your waistline is soggy. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you don't pick up the dishes. No, you leave the dishes right there. You're a nasty piece of shit. All of those things are going through your mind, but it never really bothers you before. All you would say is that, can you put the dishes away? You start calling names. You start, the little things now becomes a bother. Yeah. So all of those small little quirks now start to now manifest into bigger things. Leads to you now start picking on huge, bigger things, and it just keeps spiraling and spiraling and spiraling. So you find that every day you and your spouse are arguing about something so stupid and foolish, or something that don't even deserve an argument or a quarrel. Yeah, man. Yeah. You got to give and take. Yes, my brother Frank. You got to give and take. But the small stuff, yeah, there's a saying that you don't sweat the small stuff. And if you don't sweat the small stuff, if it can be overlooked, you overlook it. You know what I mean? Overlook it. Water under the bridge. It just not gonna cause a rupture within the relationship, or it not gonna affect the relationship or the marriage. So why you even, why you even, you know, give it any credence, any hope to cause separation or quarrel between you and your spouse? Nah, sir. It's not necessary. Yeah, you start to pick on the clothes the people are wear and all of these things, the year not being done. Certain things that just don't matter. Yeah, don't be picking on the small stuff. No, don't pick on them. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, man, you find that your communication now with your spouse diminishes. Communication diminishes. Yeah, watch that. If you find yourself that you're talking to your friend about things that are happening in your relationship more than you're communicating those things to your wife or your girlfriend or your man or your woman, whatever, yeah, watch yourself, because that is the signs that your communication with your spouse is diminishing, and as a result of it now, you are actually looking elsewhere for comfort or for guidance, rather than to sit and ash it out with your spouse. Yeah, man, straight up. Delvin, that is what I told my friend. Trika, big up yourself, girl. That is what I told my friend this morning. Her husband is seeing someone else. Everything is a problem if she says good or bad. And if she says bad, it's double bad. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, maybe he wants out, or maybe something is lacking in the relationship. And as a result of it now, he wants her now to be the, what do you call now? The scapegoat. The scapegoat for him going out of the relationship. So he's picking on everything that she does in order to blame her for him walking out. Yeah, to blame him. Yeah, rather than for him to actually look himself in the eyes to see that, you know what, maybe I don't love the woman anymore, or maybe something is lacking in the relationship that she needs to actually, or he needs to sit down and talk to each other to fix. Yeah, rather than walking out. Yeah, man, straight up, rather than walking out. But because he wants to justify his actions, he is now, pointing fingers at her for every little things to cause a quarrel to justify why he leaves. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Let's see what the lovely Lorna Simpson has to say. I'd like to share my experience as well, as lesson. I'm a survivor of two different but abusive relationship from the age of 18 up to just last year. I love I love the two differently. First one, I knew I was falling out of love because I became very irritable towards him. I felt pain intimately when nothing physically changed. I started notice other men and even strayed ones. Yeah, I stopped caring about him and thinking about him and how good life could be on the other side of the draining and scary bubbles. Second relationship, head over heels in love, soulmate, connection, but emotionally abused, verbally, and at times attacked in rages. I really love him, but the ill treatment made me detach slowly. I think it's very complex subject you're discussing. It's not always someone else in the picture or money, etc. It can be right within you. Yeah. And that is the truth, Lorna. And you know, you and I, we talked about, I think, probably the first situation there. You know, you and I, we talked about the first situation before. So I know fully about your past. You know, I know fully about your past, and yeah, yeah, clearly, you know, when it comes to you in a relationship, anyone in a relationship, you actually could be the factor for the breakup of the relationship. That is true. You could be the factor why the relationship break up, and several reasons why you could be that factor. You could see something that is lacking, and you decide, instead of to actually communicate and voice that concern directly with your spouse and have them listen to you, you take it upon yourself now to actually wander outside to get it. And what you look for, you'll get. You'll find it. Somebody will there that actually meet those wandering eyes. Yeah. So if you know that something is causing you to wander, the right thing to do is to seek, communication with your spouse, and to seek counseling to deal with it. On the other hand, your spouse could be actually the contributor for you to actually look elsewhere. Love and affection, they're not providing it to you. Yeah, all the things that a relationship entails, instead of giving love, they're trying to be a bully or dominant figure over the person. Yeah, it's not, you didn't marry to your father, or you didn't marry to a dominator. You're married to actually a spouse, or you're in a relationship with somebody who's supposed to be your spouse. Someone who sees you as a lover and a friend, and someone who loves you to the point where they'll do everything to actually make you happy. And if you find that they are now becoming abusive, abuse have no place within a relationship. No place at all. Yeah. They could now, based upon their action, cause you to look elsewhere for that love and affection. But because you know you love them to the heart and all of these things, but they are not giving you that. So psychologically, you within yourself just find yourself drifting. Yeah. It's nothing to say, you're not accountable for your actions, but because you are actually within yourself committed to the person and want the person to love you like how you're supposed to be loved. You're waiting for them to do it. But at the same time, you're still human being. And the human aspect of you now, tells you that maybe discreetly you can actually sneak out. You can sneak out and, try to cope until changes come. But most of the time, changes never come. Yeah. Somebody's going to find out. They're going to find out. And then it's going to lead to possible breakup. Yeah. So I suggest you just try to talk about it first. And then try to get the help. Yeah, man. I agree. It's very real what we attracted. And it's important that we do the right thing. Yeah, man, we have to do the right thing. Yeah, man, straight up, girl. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Beverly Bellamy, thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. The lovely Michelle Stewart, thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Yo, CRDX, Michelle Sands, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Big up yourself. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, we love you. We love you. We love you. Chris Davis, my brother. Thanks for joining. I love you. I love you. Straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, let's see what's going on here. We can't fix broken people. We must heal ourselves. That's where it starts. It starts with ourselves first. We must heal ourselves. Fall in love with others so deep that any threat to that, we know the red flags. we must know love from what it is and what it isn't. From what it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, man. We must know it. Because remember, we were all at the heights of love. Yeah. When we love, we all were at the pinnacle of love. Yeah. We were all at the pinnacle of love when we're head over heels with each other. We're head over heels with love with each other. Yeah. We are so connected to each other that it would seem as if the drums are beating at the same time. Their hearts beats the same as yours. Your thought process are the same. You can talk and they finish their line, and the other person will finish your lines because they know for sure, yeah, the connection that they have with you. It's a great rhythmic connection that, yeah, you never think that someone else can be beating to the same rhythm as you. But that is the peak of love. And something over time changes that connection. Yeah, you must go back to search and see where it starts. Sometimes it starts by what somebody say. Sometimes it starts by the words that people use, the actions of individuals. Yeah, sometimes it just starts by a little tiny little thing. Yeah, now something comes out of their mouth that psychologically now let you question their commitment to you. Yeah, or it even comes out of their mouth accidentally. Yeah, and you accept it as being an accident, but they do not apologize for their actions. And as a result of that small little thing, yeah, that was never corrected, yeah, they now start to see more small little things and still bigger things start coming along. And all of a sudden you find them start to disrespect you, violate you, sometimes abuse you. Yeah, sometimes abuse you. So where did where is that peak of love that was present before? Where was it? Yeah. And why did that small little thing turn out to be something so huge to affect that bundle of love that you had originally? Those are the question mark. So when you see the triggers, that you must deal with it right away and stop it before it gets bigger. And the more things that you see that are outside of the norm is even more alarming and more concern that you need to either get counseling, get help, or you know what? Think this relationship is not healthy for you. And if it's not healthy, amicable parting is probably the best things for you. Yeah, but hopefully you'll start by notice one thing, correct it, and everything go back to normal. But if it doesn't, yeah, be mindful that the fact that it could spiral out of, control. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Sylvester Hughes. Yeah, man, bless up yourself, man. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, so communication. A good relationship is built on strong communication and great listening between you and your spouse. Yeah, man. If communication between you and your partner diminishes, and you start hide your concerns about the relationship or discuss concerns with your friends like we talk about instead of going to your partner to discuss it directly, you may need to reevaluate the relationship because that and those things are signs that you could be falling out of love for your spouse. Yeah, straight up. Check the communication. You have to be openly willing to discuss any and everything with your spouse all the time. You must have a voice. You must have a voice, and your partner must also. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh God, don't tell me this internet is acting up again. All right, yeah, so you must have a voice. And if you don't have that voice, chances are, yeah, you could be falling out of love when you lose that voice of communication between you and your spouse. Yeah, man. All right. Just like Lorna said just now, suddenly you develop a wandering eye. Yeah, your eyes wanders. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Dan James. Yeah, man. Up. Yeah, man. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. So, yeah, you develop a wandering eyes. Yeah, your eyes they wander. Yeah, no longer is it focused on your spouse. Yeah, all of a sudden, other people now becomes attractive. Other people now becomes something that you, instead of looking and moving on, you actually want to now look, stop, have a conversation, and dialogue. And more dialogue leads to more communication with that person. So now you start, instead of communicating with your spouse, you are now communicating with somebody now who could possibly becomes a replacement or a substitute for the person you're living with. That wandering eye. See how that wonderful wandering eyes just can become a huge thing? It starts with the wandering. Infatuation, the name of it. You infatuated by something else other than what you have. And hence, that small infatuation now becomes a huge thing. So when you love someone, you can't stop staring at them. Yeah, man, you can't stop staring at them. They are your art desires. Yeah, man, it's one thing to notice another attractive person, but if the street suddenly seems to be swarming with potential lovers, yeah, yeah, man. If the streets now suddenly become swarming with potential lovers, you may be becoming curious about testing the waters, yeah, with someone new. So all of a sudden now, yeah, your desire now is to actually see what is out there. Because now your spouse, the attractiveness within your spouse has now diminished, and other people now are now picking up the slack where attractiveness is concerned. So mind you, we are not the same over time in our relationship. Some of us put on a 10 pounds here. Some of us, our work schedule might take us away for a little bit of while. Some of us, we just, get bored from time to time. Yeah. So because we get bored from time to time now, yeah, we know, instead of communicating to your spouse that, you know what, maybe we need to spice up things in the bedroom. Maybe we need to go on a little vacation. Maybe we need to, put a little bit more romance in the relationship. Instead of doing that now, we become complacent. Yeah, we become complacent. And what we what we see within ourselves as being attractive, or what we saw our spouse at before, yeah, we now see the measurement of that desire outside there, and now our eyes become distracted by what we see outside. Hence, because things are not right in the home, yeah, between your wife or your husband or your spouse, yeah, all of a sudden now, yeah, the wandering eyes now start to have dialogue with that person now out there, or anyone that you see that would give you the time of the day to actually dialogue with them, communicate with them. more and more and more. So instead of communicating more with your spouse, you start to communicate more with the person that you desire outside of your relationship. And that now leads to a bigger thing where cheating now starts. Yeah. And then loneliness. You know, you used to come home every night or be home at a certain time. And then all of a sudden now, yeah, some excuse start to fill the place where you're supposed to be at. You can't make it home at this time now because you have this to do and that to do. But instead of doing what you say that you are going to do, you're with someone else, cheating. That's what the Wandering Eyes did and caused. Instead of trying to fix your relationship, yeah, you allow someone else now to step in and be a substitute for the real thing. And that could now tell you that you're falling out of love with your spouse. Yeah, man, straight up. That is called lust. Yeah, man, lust. Yeah, man. Lust. We are lost. Yeah, man, we are lost. Yeah, man. Delvin do it all the time. Yeah, man, Delvin lost all the time. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. I enjoy lusting. It's beautiful. Yeah, man, I lost all the time. Yeah. Yeah, man. I watch porn all the time. You know, sometimes you lost when you watch porn. Mm. Yeah, man, Geraldine, big up yourself, girl. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah. So also, you actually, as a result of the Wandering Eyes, you can also fall in love with someone else. So you fall in love with someone else. Yeah, because of those Wandering Eyes. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Desreen. Yeah, man, First Lady Desreen, big up yourself. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. The beautiful, the lovely Jackie. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. I love you, girl. Yeah, man, I love you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, man, signs that you could be falling out of love. Yeah, man, with your spouse. Yeah, man, that's right. Things do. Yeah, that's right. Things to do is to go single before betrayal. That is the truth. So if you find yourself that, if you find yourself that you're gonna actually step outside of your relationship, that now you reach the point where it's beyond infatuation with somebody else. You are now pursuing something, whether it be a fling or a side chick thing or a side man thing, or then the right thing to do is to actually end the relationship that you are in. If you know that it's at an impasse where it's not gonna, you're gone mentally and physically, you're gone. You don't love the person that you are with anymore. Then yeah, the right thing to do is to move on. Move on. Tell the person that, you know what? I'm not in love with you anymore. Let them know you're not in love with you anymore. But first of all, before it even get to that point, I would recommend counseling first. Because it might be something counseling could fix. You know what I mean? It might be something counseling could fix. You can go to a proper counselor that can actually listen to both sides, and maybe something amicable can come about it, that it was just mere misunderstanding. Yeah. But if abuse occur, then leave the person right away. If anybody put their hands on you, leave them right away. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody put their hands on you, leave them right away. And as a matter of fact, call the police and have them be arrested too. No one has the right to put their hands on anyone. Yeah. Remember, Delvin said that any person that put their hands on you, call the police. Have them be arrested and charged. Yeah, because if they hit you once, they'll hit you a second time and a third time. Because what you notice with people that commit, you know, violence or act of what do you call now, abuse against people, they always feel that they can justify it by justify their action of abusing somebody else by stating that you are the one who make them do it. Yeah, that you are the one that make them put their hands on you. So they will always see a need to actually put their hands on you to correct, to think that they're correcting something that will make you more subordinate to them. And you are not in a relationship to be subordinate to nobody. You are not in a relationship to be subordinate to nobody. It is a partnership between you and that person. Yeah. And the minute that they put their hands on you to try to get you in line to what they deemed within their consciousness that how you should be acting within the scope of the relationship, that is where it's now out of bounds, and that is abuse, and they need to be charged for putting their hands on you. Yeah, and you need to get as far as possible from that asshole. Anybody who do that to you, get away from them as far as possible. They don't mean you no good. Nothing about love says you should put your hands on somebody else. Nothing about love. So you don't even need counseling for a person that put their hands on you. Just get rid of them right away. Call the police. Yeah, if it's something that is misunderstood or something small or whatever, or even if they cheat, counseling could actually repairs that. But aside from that, put their hands on you or rape you, anything like that, no, get rid of them. Yeah, man, straight up. Let's see what Desiree has to say. Some people can't be honest enough to tell you the truth. They would rather use you and turn you into an idiot. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It takes two in a relationship to make it work, Yeah. Whenever there's a problem or issue in the relationship, it takes two. Even though one person might say, you are responsible for it. Yeah, but what did you do now to actually try to correct what was wrong? Yeah, instead of you now be take a stance to actually do something because of what you perceive that somebody else is doing wrong. Yeah. What did you do now to make them be aware of it and try to get an action plan to correct it? Takes two. Yeah, man. Donna, let's see what you have to say. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you say, all right, go and see the Obia man. Go and see the Obia man. Go and see the Obia man. Yeah. Boy, I guess the good Obia man, go and see the good one. Maybe they have something positive to tell them. Yeah, man. Yeah. They call that projection. Yeah. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, Lana, you know where you're man. You know your thing. Yeah, man. Rape your soul. Gaslight your meaning. You start to doubt the reality and you turn into a wreck. Yeah, I agree totally. Yeah, you're right about that, girl. You're right about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it can turn you into a psychotic. You know, you just mind just start to you start to be something else. Yeah, you're under the control of somebody else. Tear your psyche apart. that you're now trying to live to appease this person rather than live in a happy partnership between you and the person, a give and take situation, a understanding from both persons to be respectful to each other and to, show dignity. But when you lose your dignity and yourself as self, and now you now become subordinate to this individual that now control your psyche and your mind, and when they feel as if you are stepping out of line, then their action is to actually be abusive to you, whether it be, using words or, tearing you down with words, or actually assaulting you, put their hands on you because they feel that that is what is needed to get you back into line. You don't need those people in your life. Get rid of them right away. And I hope you find that early out in the relationship. That's why I said the first time they do it, get rid of them. Yeah, man, straight up. All right, let's see what this one has to say. Abuse can also be mental, not only physical. A lot of people think abuse is only physical. Yeah, man, no, it can be mental. It start out mental first, Start out mental, the controlling of the mind of the person that you're with. And all of a sudden, because they allow you to take control of them now, your expectation of them is what they try to live in order to appease you. Yeah. And the minute now, you probably don't even know what their expectation of you are. When they feel as if you step out of line of what they expect of you, then the physical start. Yeah. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, exactly. Lorna, let's see what you have to say now. Yeah, exactly. It can be subtly done. Those people are narcissists. Yeah, man, them full of themselves. Yeah, it's a deep spiritual thing when you decide to share yourself with someone else. The depth of your love will be the depth of, your wounds. Love is not a plaything. One love. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Listen to me. Nothing about love, nothing that involve love as any form of abuse or mentally or physically involved with it. Nothing that involve love has anything to do with abuse mentally or physically. That is not love. That is not love. Yeah, that is not love. That's why even in my relationship, I don't entertain raising of voices. No, me not entertain that. Because once you entertain that now, that can now lead to other things. Yeah, it just spiral into other things. Yeah, you start cuss. The neighbors start hearing you start swearing at each other. Words start come out of your mouth that you never expect. And all of these things. No, me not entertain them something there. Delvin, don't do. If you think you're going to raise your voice and talk at me, you're not talking to Delvin. Yeah, Jacinta can tell you that. No, I will tune you out in a minute because it's not me, Delvin, you're talking to. You're mad? You're crazy. No, we're civil people here. And if we're civil, we should be able to communicate in still voices and disagree in still voices. And not only that, we can come to a solution in still voices. Yeah, and even if we don't come to a conclusion, then therefore we can, beg to disagree in still voices. Simple. And we move on. Simple as that. But this what do you call it now? This back and forth, senseless raising of voice and trying to overpower or trying to win by force. Yeah, no, not me. Not Delvin. Not me. I will listen to you. But not me I talk to. Yeah, man. Boy, Delvin, I don't like the disrespect thing at all. The lovely Michelle Sands. Yeah, man. That is that pushed me away because I don't forget something. Yeah, I don't forget. Something's been said. Yeah, man. Mm-mm. Yeah, man. No disrespecting. I fully agree with that. I wouldn't. You if listen. I always tell you, that's why I tell you when you come on the show, you know, if you know, say, boy, what you're going to say is actually gonna be this is something that you wouldn't want somebody to say to you, then don't say it at all. And that's the same thing that in your relationship. If you know that what you're going to say to a person is gonna rip them apart, yeah, from an emotional point of view, and you're gonna disrespect them and belittle them, yeah, you wouldn't want anybody to do that to you. So why would you now take it upon yourself to want to do that to somebody else? Yeah, no, you don't do that. Especially somebody who you say that you love. No, man, love is not something that would entertain those thought process, much less to say it. Yeah, it doesn't entertain it, much less to say it. And if it does entertain it, then you must correct yourself immediately and not say it. Because if you do, then it's now gonna be something that is said that cannot be taken back. And the damage and ramification of what is said now could be eternal. Yeah, it could be eternal. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's straight up. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Sherry. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Let's see what Geraldine has to say. You are right. You are on the right track. I feel free. You feel free. No, you feel free. Okay, no problem, girl. Yeah, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. You got to watch the words that you're gonna be using to people. Yeah, and think to yourself, are those words or something that I would actually want to be said to me? If the answer is no, don't say it to nobody else. Don't say it to anyone else. Yeah, man. Don't say it to anyone else. Straight up. Yeah, man. Let's see what Donna Marie has to say. All right. Well done and well said, Delvin. I wish upon you and Jacinta long, big prosperity on both of your life. God goodness, yes. Yeah, man, straight up. And that's the thing, because as you know, Delvin, Delvin not having a secret, right? My book is open. I was divorced once. You know what I mean? To a lovely, nice lady. And I cheated. Yeah. But the thing about it is that, you know, yeah, you can see, all the signs were there, but I never actually act upon the correcting of those signs. Just like Lorna says, you just find yourself start to look elsewhere, and all of a sudden what is outside there now becomes attractive because of your wandering eyes. And then act upon those lustful desires or those things that you thought are missing within your relationship. You are going to get it now. You understand? So because that one ended, I'm trying my best to make this one work. Yeah, I am trying my best to make this one work. And I do a lot of reading and a lot of soul searching. Yeah, because if you want your thing to work, you have to constantly evaluate yourself and your standings within the relationship. You have to constantly evaluate it. Yeah, and communicate straight up. And if something is out of line, then you must try to correct it. try to correct it. And you have to set realistic expectations within the relationship. Realistic ones. Yeah. Realistic expectations. And work with those things that are realistic. And the ones that are not realistic, then you get rid of them. Yeah, you get rid of them because they're gonna cause problems. Yeah, you have to know get rid of them. So, yeah, man, straight up. Mm. So now you're falling for somebody else. Yeah. So if you are y- yeah, man, Jacinta, yeah. How you doing? You're sharp though. Yeah, sir. Yeah, man, straight up. So you find yourself falling for someone else. You may find yourself falling for someone else after you've gone through those wandering eyes and communication diminish as a result of you know not as a yeah as a result of you know not you know getting proper communication within the relationship or results that you expect. Yeah, your eyes start to wander, and then you find yourself after wandering eyes, you start find yourself like falling for somebody else. Big up yourself, Raquel Stars. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. So if you're in a committed monogamous relationship and has fallen in love with someone else other than your partner, yeah, the best thing to do is because now your relationship in trouble, because now you start to love two person. Yeah, yeah. The right thing to do is to end the one. Is it that you stop the one that you pick up, or you end the one that has fallen that has fallen apart. Yeah, you can't just hold people life hostage like that. No, unless you guys decide that through communication you can have a side chick or whatever, or side man or whatever. Yeah, that is within the scope of the relationship. But if that's not the case, then you cannot just hold people's life hostage like that. Although some relationship do involve loving multiple partners, as we talk about, yeah, falling in love with someone else when you identify as monogamous, that this is the person that you made the commitment with, could be a key indicator that you're falling out of love. And if that's the case, then yeah, man, it's just rightful thing to do to either end the one that you're in, or end the one that you picked up, or end the one that you're currently in. Straight up. Yeah, man. Like you a fly in a my life, in a my house, Delvin, come out. Oh yeah, Sir Raquel. Why? Yes, Rasta. Yeah. I'm a fly in your house. Go out of your house. Big up yourself, girl. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But some things are salvageable. You can actually deal with the issues and build back. So this is hope. This lecture is hope for people. Once you identify these triggers, you can determine whether or not maybe it's time to either move on, or maybe it's time we get counseling and deal with the problem so it doesn't spiral into the fact that somebody can eventually get hurt in the long run. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see what Raquel Stars has to say. Me and my man have problems. Him older than me, and I get on my nerve. Wow. Yep. And I meet a young man the other day, and me like him. Yes, Raquel. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised you typed that. But yeah, I'm surprised you typed that. I thought you'd have sent me that private and confidentially, considering that, some of your friends that might be watching, or his friend might be watching. But yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah. Alright, let's see what the other part of it first before I respond. But me not lie, me love him. You love your man, of course. Him just need to get it together, cause him don't want us to break up. Yeah. So, and that is the thing we talk about, you know, yeah, you have to have communication with him. And if something is wrong from his side, then maybe, a little counseling can help. Seek counseling. Yeah. You not care? No, man, you have to care because you say that you love him. And if you always care about somebody that you love. Yeah. Yeah. And you always care about somebody that you love. And if you do care about him, before you go out and cheat, or decide to actually leave him, do the right thing and try to get some counseling. Both of you go sit down with a counselor, and you'll be surprised of what a trained marriage counselor, relationship counselor can do to actually put your relationship, help you too to put your relationship back to the way it's supposed to be. Because it's just sometimes some little things, it's some little things that when somebody now hears it from a third party's point of view, then changes probably can occur. And sometimes maybe your expectation also is probably too high. Too high. Yeah, too high. Yeah, man. That's the problem. Or communication. Yeah, gone through the door. Yeah, you know what I say? And if you find out that in your relationship you guys are not talking like you did before, yeah, obviously, if you're not talking, something is wrong. Something is wrong. When you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be talking to your spouse. And you should be freely, openly talking to each other. And not only that, you have to set action plan in place to actually hold each other accountable for the things that you discuss. And if you do that, then you have to now remind the person of what you talked about and what you agreed to. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not planning on leaving him. It's just that talking to, just that, talking to the new guy, me not think about the problem where me and him have. Yeah. And that is the wrong path to choose. Yeah, because we talk about that, the wandering eyes. The wandering eye starts with talking, but you know in the back of your mind, you like him, and him like you, but you're trying not to cross the line. But all of a sudden now, that person's now become a listening ear to the problems that you're facing at home. They become that listening ear, and all of a sudden, they now try to be what at home is not. They're trying to appease you in the way that, what you're fed up with, they're actually doing what you like. And all of a sudden you find yourself now starting to now have a desire for that person more and more. Yeah. Yeah, man, honestly, he's just a phone buddy, somebody to talk to. Yeah, man. Yeah, but you like him. You like him and he likes you. That is a problem. You can't say you're committed to somebody else, and then the person is a phone buddy, but you know in your heart of hearts, if anybody you're going to cheat with, it's that person. You know, in your heart of heart, if anyone that you're going to cheat with, it's that person. So why would you actually allow yourself to actually hold on to that communication aspect when it could now lead to you being unfaithful to your spouse? Instead of doing that, what you should do is actually try to fix your relationship. Or unless you deem that it's gone too far that it cannot be fixed, and you end it and then pursue it with somebody else. But don't distract from the subject matter at hand by using the other person now as a dismissive thought of the person that you're with. Yeah. Yeah, when your guys are not talking or not on the communication level now, you go and talk to them as the substitute to fill the gap. That could be a big problem. Yeah. Yeah, man, Alicia Richards, thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. All right, let's see what Raquel Stars has to say again. Yeah. True, but the young one have problems too. Yeah. So some 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 sometimes I'm like, oh my God, me nah leave my man for nobody. See, so you run into the, what do you call it? Run out of frying pan and jump into fire. Mm-hmm. And that is the problem. You always feel like the better part is on the other side, and then you realize, boy, same problem. Yeah, so try to work on what you have at home. Because at least you know what you have at home, you know. You know what you have at home. Try to work on that. Try to get counseling, girl. Yeah, man, try to get counseling, man. Try to get counseling. Because it can work. Because if you're constantly telling him one thing and he's not doing it, yeah, he's disregarding what you're saying, or say he's gonna do it but don't do it, then yeah, especially when you agree that is the right thing to do. Maybe from a counselor it can make sense, because now then you can explain to the counselor the impact to which it's having on you, and the counselor now can let him know that, you know what, if you don't make changes, your relationship is in jeopardy. You understand? This is what the woman is saying to you. Yeah. Straight up. But as I said before, you love him. If you love him, then do whatever is necessary to make it work. Do whatever is necessary to make it work. Straight up. Yeah, man. No, because I want to have sex. No, because if I want to have sex, I call my man. Yeah, man. I have sex with your man, of course. Yeah. Yeah, man. Especially when he's looking so hot and sexy. Yeah, said Geraldine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. We have great sex. It's just that we lose communication. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Communication is a nice thing. Cause I can tell, so you like to talk, you know. Raquel, you like to talk. You like to conversate. I can tell that. You understand? You like to conversate. And you're supposed to be conversating with your spouse. And he has to make himself available to conversate with you. Yeah, he has to. Yeah, man. Joe Pepe, my brother, thanks for watching. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man. We definitely not falling out of love, though. If anything, I think we two in love. Yeah, man. But make him communicate with you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love you. Yeah, man. Him have to communicate with you. Yeah, man. Him have to communicate with you. And I don't think your situation is so bad that you need to go out and cheat. No. I don't think your situation is that bad that you need to go out and cheat. Because once the sex work for you, yeah, for you, you're sexually motivated like Delvin here myself. Once that work for you, you know, you don't know, so you fulfill that part. Yeah, but you also want the communication to work. So you don't have too much of a problem. If the sex wasn't working now, then a big time trouble. But as long as the sex is working for you, you're good. Yeah. So the other side can be fixed. That can be fixed. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The president of America. Both him busy and all, and I wanna do is cuss him out. Yeah, cuss. Yeah, man. True. True. Yeah, man, true. Men are like that sometime, you know. Men are like that sometime. Yeah. Men are like that sometime. You know much time long my wife asked me to do certain things and I still haven't done it to this day. It's not like I don't know that I'm supposed to do it. It's just that, men are just lackadaisical at times. And I know she wants me to get it done. And I know I'm going to get it done. But, yeah, sometimes something comes up. When they say you're going to do it now, something comes up and then bam, you put it off, you put it off, you know, and she's frustrated by it that I don't do it, but she know eventually I'll get it done. Yeah, man, she know eventually I'll get it done. You know what I mean? But those are no, those are water under the bridge. Those are just built into males. Yeah, they were just built like that. Yeah, man, we're just built like that. Yeah, for real. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're working at it though. Yeah, man, we're working at it. Yeah. That's a problem we are having. Yo, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man, straight. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have a lot of that. But those are not cause to separate or you know. Just I just male. We're just built like that. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Debbie. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Delvin, please. May I beg you for come out of my house? Come out of your house. Why? Yeah, man, Debbie. Yeah, man, exactly. Frustration I kill me. Yeah, man, I kill you. Me, I make sure I'm good. Yeah, man, make sure. Yeah, man, make sure you're good. Yeah. Mm. Know yourself, man. You're all right, man. Your relationship all right. And a little bit of disagreement is good for your relationship, Raquel. Yeah, you have this what you call now. Yeah, you have this you're an extrovert. You understand? You talk your mind. Yeah, you freely talk your mind and you know, you're a little bit argumentative, but you mean good. You mean good. You understand? So your little what do you call now? Your little raising of voice and all of those things is out of frustration from time, but it's only because you mean good. Yeah. It's only because you mean good. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But you're nice here, man. You don't have nothing to worry about. Yeah, man. Yeah, cause the makeup part. I'm Pisces. Yeah, you're fiery. You're fiery, but your thing can deal with, man. Your thing is nothing that no man can deal with. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good, man. Yeah, man. Cause once you are love, you're loving. I know that for sure. Once you're loving, you're loving. I know that. Tense Archer, my brother. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. The lovely and beautiful Kimmy Dawson. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. Straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Exactly. Oh, you know. Oh, me know. Me know, man. Me know. Me know, man. I'm only for different people here with different personalities and characters, and I think I get a synopsis of most of you in the room. Already, I get a synopsis of most of you in the room. Yeah, 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 man. Straight up. Mm. Yeah, man. So you stop Yeah, man, you stop thinking about the future together with this person. Yeah, all of a sudden you stop thinking about the future together with this person. Yeah, a huge element of a successful relationship is excitement of building a future together with with your spouse. Yeah, that is the excitement of it that you guys build together. You start from scratch and you build and build, and all of a sudden you make goals and you plan towards those goals and you build together to achieve those goals. In fact, sometimes you just can't stop thinking about, them. You can't stop thinking about, the person that you're with and the goals that you've set together, and the striving to see those parts being put into place so that you can fulfill those goals. If you think about your life in the coming years, do you still listen? If you think about your life in the coming years, do you still see your partner in it, or do you see yourself on the grand solo trip? You're on a grand solo trip all by yourself, or cozying up with someone else that is new. So if you don't see the partner that you're with in the future with you, yeah, fulfilling your dreams and aspiration, but instead, you know what? You're questioning all of that now, and you see that all of my dreams and aspiration, it's only gonna be fulfilled by me alone or with somebody else. If you now see that as the alternative and not with the person that you're with, chances are you're falling out of love with that person. Yeah, man, chances are you're falling out of love with that person. Yeah, man, with me and him, we love hard and fight hard. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, you just argue. You just argue. But you don't fight. You don't argue. Yeah, yeah. And, but, you would be an easy person for me to deal with if we were together. You know what I mean? Because me not gonna argue with you. Yeah, me not gonna argue with you. Yeah, it'd be easy for me to talk to you. Yeah, because I can use some small, subtle words and it calms you down easily. You understand? You don't need to raise your voice. When somebody else raises your voice now and it creates a quarrelsome situation now, that when a person gets flustered and irate. But if you know that you have a person that speaks their mind and talk out loud, all you need to do is to talk to them in a still small voice and you'll be surprised. Yeah, or ignore the things that come out of their mouth that is just irrelevant. Yeah. Once you ignore them, eventually they're gonna be because they expect you to react. But when you don't react now, they're gonna wonder, oh God, it didn't have the impact that I thought that it would. Yeah, and they realize it's for naught what they did. So it'll be easy for me and you to communicate. Alright. Yeah. Very easy. Very, very easy. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, man. Straight up. Yeah, and Jacinta is kind of similar. Yeah, Jacinta is kind of similar. Yeah, man. I see me taking care of him when he's old, cause he's older than me. But I love him to death. I see us getting old together. Well, you love the man then. You love the man. Yeah, man. You and him love each other. If you can see all of that, yeah, man, you love him. You love him. Because first of all, he's older than you. So if he would have gotten to if you know he's gonna get to a certain age and you're still gonna be in your prime, yeah, then if you see yourself still with him at that point, yeah, you love him and he loves you. Mm. Yeah, man, there's nothing that you guys can't work out because the love is there. Or running Tia. Yeah, man, Winter, big up yourself, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. I love you, girl. Yeah, man, thanks for joining. Yeah. Yeah, man, straight up. I don't know what's going on. What's going on here? What's going on here? Am I cut out? Yeah, am I cut out? Am I still here? Am I still here? Everybody still here? Oh, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, some people just got kicked out of the room, but it's okay. I hope that I'm still here. If I'm still here, then we'll continue. Yeah. You don't want to be intimate with the person anymore. You don't want to be intimate. Yeah, man. You don't want to be intimate with the person anymore. All of a sudden, the sex that you desire from each other, that becomes now something that you don't want anymore. So every couple goes through sexual, ebbs and flows. And this can stem from countless reasons, including anything from being stressed out, or hormonal imbalance. Yeah. Because if the very thought of having sex with your partner turns you off, if you're turned off by the fact that you now have to have sex with your partner, but sex in general sounds appealing, it might means that the spark in your relationship has gone out and you should break up. So if you see a partner and you know that sex is a part of the relationship, but you're in the relationship and you're coming home every day, every night, and you don't want sex with them. They want sex with you, and you turn away. or it becomes now a point where, because the person now sees you as now constantly resisting them, and you yourself intentionally resist them, chances are you don't want sex with them anymore, and you don't want them anymore. And if that's the case, a breakup, you should break up with the person. You should break up with the person. Because it's not a fact that, you know, the spark is not there, or what do you call it now? You know, the romance is not there, or pleasure is not there. It's just that you yourself now just don't want to be intimate with that person anymore. If that's the case, then move on. Your priorities change. Yeah, your priorities change. Big up yourself, Tan Tan. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. So your priorities change. When you're in love, your relationship is usually a top priority. Both partners are able and willing to consider their partner when making decisions. But if you notice that you're starting to prioritize yourself without regards for how it could affect your relationship, you could be falling out of love. So no, it's not about you and your spouse anymore. Everything is about you. Your plans don't include them anymore. Your plans only include you, yourself. You become self-centered. Yeah, your priorities is only about what is best for you and you alone. They're not included in anything you do. So if your priorities don't include them, chances are you could be falling out of love with them. Yeah. All of a sudden now, you feel trapped. You feel trapped within the relationship. Oh God, I am in too deep with this person. What the hell did I get myself into? You feel trapped. Big up yourself, Andrea Bygrave. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. You know I love you already. Yeah. So in a healthy relationship, you can't get enough of each other. Yeah. You want to spend nearly every moment possible together. Yeah. Whether that's a romantic night out or just, watching some movies together on the couch, Netflix, or a video movie, whatever. Although it's natural to need some space every once in a while for yourself, if you constantly feel like you're trapped when you're with your partner and would rather be alone, hanging out with somebody else, with your friends, the boys, or even somebody you're cheating with, yeah, you may want to communicate those feelings and figure a way and figure out why. So if you don't desire to actually want to share things, personal space and time with your spouse, you feel as if they're infringing on your privacy, yeah, then it's possible that, you don't want to be in their space and you don't want them in your space. So therefore, you should possibly have a breakup or get help to sort out your feelings, because then you could be falling out of love. Hey Delvin, I can't get enough of your love. Yeah man, straight up, you know that already. Yeah man, never, never, never. Always wanting your love, girl. Yeah man, never stop loving you, girl. I love you always. Yeah man. And this part is the last part that I'm gonna do before I the show. It says you've lost respect for them. Remember we talked about respect earlier, or the relationship must be based on respect. Yeah. So in a relationship, respect can be more crucial than even love. Yeah. Respect can be even more crucial than love, because love you can build on love, or build on a relationship that will lead to better, stronger love. But once a person starts being disrespectful to you, belittle you, degrade you, speak down to you like they're talking to a dog or even less than a dog, insulting you, telling you bad things, talking about your shape, your figure, yeah, your hygiene, Yeah, the way you cook, all of these things. Once the person start to be disrespectful to you, that is not an healthy situation that you want to be into. And you may want to actually leave that relationship, or you could fall out of love. If you feel disdained towards your partner, that may be the biggest signs that you falling out of love. Respect comes hand in hand. Without trust and support, yeah. So without respect, your relationship is pretty much done for. Yeah, man. So the most important thing, you must have trust and respect. And if you don't have respect for your spouse, more than likely, it's over. Yeah, man. You fell out of love. You fall out of love. Yeah. And nothing can actually probably bring that back. Yeah, man. You can't teach respect. Respect is something that is earned. You must always show respect in spite of, not because of. Yeah, and if you cannot show respect to your spouse and you're always disrespectful to them, then you don't love them and you should move on. Yeah, man, people, that is the end of the lecture for tonight. So make sure you check these signs. And if you find that, one of these signs are there, try to correct them right away or get the help to correct them. And if you cannot correct them, just move on with your life. Yeah, man, any questions before I wrap up the show? Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, so people, we're here tomorrow at 7 o'clock again. Remember to embrace conservative values. We don't have badges nor guns. We're tax-paying citizens, so we must support the police. Until tomorrow, Delvin is telling you, I love you. Yeah, man. I love you. Bye-bye.